Welcome to this nonprofit podcast NewsPod, where we amplify the voices of nonprofit leaders and their organizations making a difference in their communities. I'm joined by Kevin Burdick, Sustainable Community Partnership Specialist at SMUD, to talk about the application window that has now been open for a month for the SMUD Shine Awards. Kevin, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Jeff. Always a pleasure.
This is our third episode of 3, where we are encouraging the community, the nonprofit community in the Sacramento County region, to really look at what the opportunity exists for them and their projects with the Shine Awards. We still have the full month of July, which I think the application window closes on the 31st, correct?
Yeah, at the end of the month on the 31st.
And for everybody's benefit, we have done a very comprehensive episode in May. I'll have that in the show notes as well as an update for the application process that we did in June. But here we are now in July. And what would you say to the people who maybe haven't started the application process yet?
Yeah, I would say to them, it's never too late, to start the application. There's definitely a lot of time. There's a lot of support that we have here at SMUD as well. We're hosting a few webinars and an in-person session this month for organizations to hear from us on the program, walk through the application. We'll show you the questions that we ask and provide any support, especially for technical assistance of how to upload a budget, what documents you need to add to your application, and make sure that your application is successful. And I'll just say for anybody listening, submit something. This is a wonderful program that's going into its 10th year. It's supported so many amazing nonprofits in the community. Even if you're not sure that your project is a fit for us, we can certainly find a fit. So just submit an application, get started, hear from us on ways that we can help you as well.
It certainly warrants the investigation, if nothing else, and to start that process, because you're going to recognize in the process that maybe back in June or May, you didn't know you were going to be able to fit into the application window. But it's so worth it. You are supporting nonprofit organizations with hundreds of thousands of dollars each year. And that's a significant amount and can reduce the cost of a project by so much, not to mention the reduction in the cost of the project, but by doing the investment in whatever it is the project is, you're also going to be saving energy costs. So this is a sustainable project investment. This is not something that's short-term, one time we finish the project and it's over.
Yeah, it's truly for us, a lot of these projects become true partnerships. Like we work with these nonprofits throughout the entire year. Oftentimes, they are supporting, doing their own programs that support our customers here in Sacramento County anyways. So the opportunity to be a Shine partner is tremendous. And oftentimes it grows into additional relationships here at SMUD and additional partnership opportunities that we didn't even know about, when they originally applied. So this is just a wonderful time to get involved with us in the Sustainable Communities Department through the Shine Award program.
And I do want to stress, even if you're not 100% certain, get started, get into the program, because you've seen so many opportunities that started as a Shine Award application that actually spun out, didn't fit the qualifications for Shine, but you still had the opportunity to work with that organization to fund that project.
Yeah, we have so many amazing nonprofits in the community that have applied and maybe it just wasn't the right fit for them, or maybe we found funding through another mechanism here at SMUD or through other partners throughout the city and the county. I'll use just a quick plug for, an amazing organization we attended a ribbon cutting for back in June. CCHAT, they started off as a partner for us, had applied for some energy efficiency upgrades for their facility in Rancho Cordova. Over the years, became a partner where we helped them with those upgrades. And then now they became a pilot partner for our solar storage and battery project. So now they have solar panels on their roof. They have a battery backup to generate power from. And now they're saving about 80% on their monthly utility bill, which is incredible. So that's real dollars that are going back to them to reinvest and to hopefully increase their capacity, hopefully just kind of lower the burden of high costs that are happening now. So there's a lot of great opportunities. All you got to do is just start the relationship with us.
And that's really what this episode is about. It's not about the details of the program specifically. We've done 2 episodes on that. This is the month of July. The program closes, application window closes on the 31st of this month. If you've even been thinking about it, this is the extra nudge to say, do something, step in, lean in a little bit, see what the opportunities are. It's not a waste of time. And you've seen, I'm sure, many organizations dabble, 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 and then the next thing you know, they're trying to come in and they're coming in late in the month, and it's a hurried process. Doesn't mean it's not going to be successful, but don't do that. If we can save you the time to get in front of it, at least give you the full month to take your time to do the application, you would certainly encourage anybody to do it that way, correct?
Yeah, totally. And we just want to hear from the organizations of how can we make your lives a little bit easier? Like, that question's a little bit open. Here at SMUD, we are your utility partner where we have a very specific line of business and we can't do everything, but we certainly have enough partners in the region to figure out a really good solution. And one good way is to get involved with us through the Shine Awards program to do that and really develop a partnership. So this is really the time. And again, if you apply, this is still something we're still going to read your application. We're going to learn about more ways that we can assist you and do more amazing things in the community. So yeah, nothing wrong with applying. We're going to read it. We're going to review it. And hopefully we're going to award some new Shine awardees. But this is really the time to submit something and get our attention.
In the grand scheme of things, too, you may actually learn something about your project that maybe you weren't aware of that didn't get covered in some of the, the due diligence or the infrastructure associated to whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Whereas you have these experts that can step in and recognize some of those either nuanced or opportunities or missed opportunities that maybe weren't caught in the prior process.
Yeah. And sometimes, we have applications that, are so well intended when they apply in June or July. And then by the time the next calendar year rolls around and they're approved as a Shine awardee, maybe their project changes. And our staff sits down with them once they're in the Shine family, the cohort, and we'll work with them to make sure that their Shine project is delivered in the most, culturally responsive way, in the most impactful way. So that's just a little plug to know that we understand that sometimes forecasting, what the 2027 calendar year looks like can be a little challenging, but we're here to help. And our Shine partners, they're some of our best friends, and we get to see all the amazing work that they get to do and support them in any way we can.
Well, and I know they certainly become advocates after they've gone through the process, received their award, and then seen the effect of what it is that they've done in operation. So from that perspective, what a tremendous accomplishment for all parties involved. Let's give everybody the application site again so that they know, and I will put it in the show notes along, like I said, with the June episode and the May episode. But if you would tell us, where do we go again?
Yeah, perfect. So it's www.smud.org/shine. On that page, you'll see a ton of information. Just on the top there, you'll see a link to the application where you can create an account and open up an application. You can also see our kind of the program requirements, some of the simple stuff, the terms and conditions, so to speak. You'll also see a schedule of our upcoming webinars where we walk through the application together with nonprofits to show them, what questions we're asking, why we're asking those questions. And then it has our contact information as well. So you can reach out, with any questions about the program, or if your project is a fit, or, how do I open up the application? We're truly there to help.
Well, Kevin, this is the third and final NewsPod we'll be doing on the Shine Awards for 2026. And I do want to stress, maybe you're getting tired of me pushing the Shine Awards thing, but as a conduit to the nonprofits, to be able to say there's this opportunity, we feel so significantly about it, not just because of the funding that it provides that particular nonprofit, because it's great for our community. It's great for energy consumption. It reduces their costs of energy, and it's environmentally, a good thing to do as well. So for what you do, for what SMUD does, for how you're helping our nonprofit ecosystem, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, and we appreciate that. SMUD obviously has been a true partner in the community for almost 80 years now and has done such amazing things. And there's so many nonprofits. You don't go to a nonprofit event anymore in Sacramento without seeing SMUD's logo somewhere, right? And truly we are huge supporters in this region, and the Shine Awards is just one way that we support our community. But truly, we can make some significant impacts with the amount of funds that we have available for this program.
SMUD Shine Awards. You'll be able to find the link in the show notes as well. Thanks for listening. If you like our program, please subscribe, give us a positive review, and share with someone you know. This nonprofit podcast, NewsPod, is a production of Hear Me Now Studio.